Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center. I just said to John, should I pretend I'm talking? Because he goes, your mic's hot. And then he goes, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then he ran. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's a real Friday today, huh? Hi, John.
Catherine, how are we today?
Thanks for turning those microphones on.
Yeah, of course, of course. Sometimes
Everybody needs to hear what we have to say.
Especially me.
We have a guest, too, who's coming shortly, attempting to make her way. If you've never been to our building before, it can truthfully be a little confusing.
And even if you have, it can still be confusing.
Yeah. Our one, the like guest lot where someone would come is on West Genesee Street. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the times your GPS will take you to the other side of our building. Unfortunately, once you get there, the only choice you have is to get back on the highway. So sometimes we get people
like, loop around.
I'm sure she's going to feel terrible when she comes in because she already emailed us. And I'm going to say, this happens. It doesn't matter. We get it. Oh. These things happen. But she's a really cool girl. She has a line of clothes that we're going to talk about. So she's coming in and talk with us in just a little bit. So we're looking forward to that. And John's joining me until then. So here we are on a Friday morning.
I know. Never mind. I can't complain. Every time I go to complain, I look at you and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. But
why, John? Because you're going to tell me you're tired?
Well,
you're going to tell me you're sleepy?
3 weeks this week, mm-hmm. I had to pull double duties because Jordan and Zach were off. Uh-huh. And then obviously last Friday. Uh-huh. And I would love to complain, but then I think about it and
kind of seems like you're
solo anchoring.
Kind of seems like you're doing it. It kind of seems like you are complaining.
No, I'm not complaining.
I'm very roundabout way. You're going around the building. You're going back on the throughway and coming back around.
I never got off the throughway. Not once. Not once did I get off the throughway. All I'm saying is I was not built for that. But it sounds like our guest is here. So
listen, why don't you go get her?
I will do that right now.
Give her a second to get herself
together.
I'm not saying she's not put together, but I am saying I understand when you feel flustered, show her where the restroom is if she wants to, look in a mirror. I've been there. First off, you guys, I always tell you how making my way up after the last time I'm on air to here, I have 3 minutes. By the time I get up here, I'm like, I try to regroup and do this show. It happens. It is a weekend. Good morning to everybody. My mom is here this morning. She's hanging with Logan because I'm at work. So good morning, Mom and little Logie. Barbara, thank you. Says she loves the blue. Hey, after we have our guest here today, we're going to keep her on for about 10 minutes. And then I want to talk about this. Well, two things I want to talk about. Number one is a story that I did this morning. I don't know if you had a chance to catch it yet. Mishler's Florist in Williamsville, the owner, Frank Mishler, writes a thank you note to every customer who orders flowers from his florist. We got one. So we got flowers delivered when I had the baby. And then my mother-in-law got a thank you note. It was what started this whole story. It was great. Hi. We have our guest here.
I'm here.
Don't worry. We already talked about how confusing it can be to get in this building.
This was crazy.
I know. I said, guys, this is Abigail.
Hi, everyone.
So this is Second Cup, and everything is live, so we can pull in our viewers' comments.
Awesome.
Which is fantastic. We love.
Okay.
But first, I was just telling them, getting into the building, if you get on the one side, you're great. There's the parking lot. If you get on the other side of the building, there's the highway. Mm-hmm. Bye.
I went right on the highway. I was like, what am I doing this morning?
I got your email, and I was thinking, you're not the first person. Don't worry. Totally get it. I try to send you one back, because sometimes if you put in the post office address, it's a little easier. Okay. GPS just likes to, you'll be circling. Welcome, though.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we're so happy to be here. Yes, we're happy to have you. So tell everybody why you're here.
Sure.
Make yourself comfortable, too, because I know you've been running and gunning, and it's a real casual show. Yeah.
This was a lot going on this morning. So I'm here for my clothing company, but it's so much more than that. Okay. We just launched in 30 Tops locations for my By Abigail Lee apparel, and on Monday, we were actually asked to expand into 62 locations. So with all of the clothing. So I did bring some stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
I wanted to show you guys. This is something that's going to be coming very soon.
Look at how cute this is. is
the stuffies,
adorable.
That's like the whole, that's
Kids,
like the rate.
oh, they're into them. They're into them.
That's coming in the next couple months.
Okay, so I have a question. Are you from Buffalo?
Yes, born and raised.
Okay, whereabouts? Just
Lewiston.
suburb. Lewiston. Okay, from Lewiston.
Yep.
Did you always want to be a designer? Tell me, how did this all start?
No, it's so funny. So back in 2017, I started making bleached and tie-dyed like Bill's clothes. I was a huge traveler. All I wanted to do was travel. I'd been to like 30 countries, and I was just trying to make, I don't know what year it was, maybe it was Thailand or Morocco. I was just trying to make some extra money with a girlfriend.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, let's like make some clothes together. So we started making the clothes at the Lewiston Art Festival. A few weeks before, she's like, I'm moving to Florida with my boyfriend. I'm like, okay, well, I'm still gonna do this, you know. So I start making the clothes, and on the first day of the Lewiston Art Festival, I had, you know, just old Bill's clothes, vintage pieces from, I would go to Salvation Army and Goodwill. I bleached them and tie-dyed them, did some cool stuff on them, and they all sold on the first day.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay.
There might be something here.
There's something here. So I stayed up all night. I sent my dad and my brother and my mom to every Salvation Army and Goodwill, and I was like, we have to get all the Bill's clothes because, and mind you, at this time, we weren't good yet. I think we had just got Josh. We were just getting Josh. We were still in our drought.
Okay.
This was in 2017. So went all over the place and got a bunch of more Bill's clothes, bleached them, did all the cool stuff, and the next day they all sold again.
So you're like working overtime that night to get back to the festival the next day.
Yes.
Okay.
So ever since then, did it in 2017. Couple years, I just did it as a hobby because I was like, just want some extra money.
Yeah.
Use it for my travels or hobbies, anything like that. And then, and then in 2020, I was doing social media marketing. So I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to be a news reporter for so long. I wanted to be like a sports news reporter because
Nice.
I've always loved sports. And then I wanted to be an astronaut for a little bit, but then I didn't realize you actually had to go to space to do that. It was kind of scary.
Yeah.
And then
Part of the job, yeah.
yeah, part of the job. And then I started going to school at Niagara University for like musical theater.
Okay.
Because I love singing. I sing too, so I wanted to do all the things. And then I was like, okay, well, let's just do middle ground with like communications.
I wanted to do all the things.
Yeah. So we did communications, and then I had some internships here and there with clothing, with designing and stuff. And I was like, 2020, I lost my social media job, and I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe let me just see if this works. And it did. And ever since then, it's been
so cool.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
So you're kind of betting on yourself here. You're coming out being an entrepreneur, and you moved into different kind of designing beyond the tie-dye.
Yes, yeah. So now, I mean, we're full force. I mean, everything. We're doing accessories. We're doing hats. We're still doing, T-shirts and sweatshirts, but we're making gorgeous bomber jackets. And, from start to finish, I just this year started outsourcing, actually getting these pieces made. So I was hand making every single piece for the last like 8 years.
Wow.
So in the last year, I didn't realize there was a thing called manufacturers who could make these shirts for you. I'm just a girl. I tell everybody I'm just a girl who's trying to run a small business. So we've learned a lot in the last year, and now with Tops, with our partnership with Tops, we've been able to just kind of blow everything up. So.
Well, with a partnership with Tops, you're going to need that manufacturing side of it too, because things are going to be moving. Kathy says, great imagination, restyling and using old clothes. Somebody else said, quite the entrepreneur. Kathy said, this is just so cute. Heather says she loves this little guy. Okay, so what else do we have? Is this going to be in Top Store soon?
So that's going to come, I'm hoping, about 2 to 3 months. So right before Christmas.
Perfect. Cute little Christmas thing.
Perfect Christmas. I want them. I want 7 of them.
Super
I just
cute.
want to put them all over my room. So this is something that's really fun. I'm pretty sure we're almost sold out at all Tops already of this piece. So this is our Buffalo Royalty bow. I thought about this a few months ago, and this is our Buffalo Royalty pattern. So it's a bow.
Oh, that is adorable.
And they're gorgeous on all girls. Even I've seen some toddlers, 3-year-olds with this.
Oh, I want to put that on Tyler right now. That's so cute.
It's so fun. So story
It's got a
about
clip-in.
story about this piece is that.
That's cute.
So I was an extra in the Hallmark movie.
Oh, nice. You're going to have to tell us about that next.
It was so much fun. So one of the days we were filming, and the main actress in the movie, she walks by, and she's just adorable. And I had an extra bow on me, and I just released them, and I was just like, hey, thank you so much for being like a part of Bill's Mafia. We're hoping that you're loving your time here. Here's one of my bows. Like, we just made these.
Smart.
So she takes in, she's like, thank you so much. I'm like, she probably gets handed so many things. She's not going to remember the bow or remember who I am or anything like that. 3 days later, on the Hallmark video of teasing the movie, in the last scene, isn't she wearing the bow?
She's wearing the bow.
Yeah.
Get out of town. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another great Christmas concept too. Like if you want to stick something in, it's so cute.
An easy stocking stuffer.
So cute.
But also too, I just have a plane. I'm going to the stadium after to do some shooting, but I needed a plain outfit. But if I wanted to Billsify my outfit, something like that is just still chic and cute, but it's still Bill's mom.
Very cute. You know? Okay, so coming from Lewiston and doing all this, did you just grow up a huge Bills fan?
Well, yes. I was almost scared to be a Bills fan because I was so used to every Sunday my poor father screaming at the TV. But I've always loved football. I would put on the 1990s football helmet on my brother, and I'd make him run laps in the backyard because I wanted to be like his football coach.
You were the coach? Yeah.
I was the coach.
I understand. I had a little brother.
Poor Nathan. I would just bully that poor kid.
Well, Maureen says she's seen the sweatshirts already at her Tops. Are they there yet?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we're walking into Tops, and we're going to see your line there.
Yes. So we're in the apparel section right now, but so many people are looking for these items right now. We're going to try to kind of get it a little bit more forward in front. But yes, we did release last week. We had our launch party at Hamburg. It was so much fun. Tops is such a great, they're so great in the Buffalo area. I'm so excited and grateful to be partnered with them over anybody else. I mean, they've just gone above and beyond. And the stuff coming too. I mean, we're going to be doing this all season long.
So Anita says she loves the word Billsify. That's a new word that she took from you. Billsify it. Gary says they're in Myrtle Beach. They'd love to order. John, can you drop her website into the comments for us whenever you have a chance? Thank you, John. Julie says you're our Shark Tank girl. You go, girl.
Ooh, I like that.
What else did you bring? Is there anything else we should show people real quick?
So I have
these jeans are cute too with these little pearls. You're adorable.
I'm trying to do all the things today. So we have this.
This is cool.
This is our stadium collection tapestry blanket. This has been I made these in March. I was like, there's an off season. Nobody's gonna want anything, but this is also our farewell season. It is a huge blanket but it's tapestry material of the stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
The easiest gift to give any Buffalo football lover.
So you could use this or you could hang it.
You could hang it too. I use it for picnics. I have one in my warehouse. I have one on I sleep with this every single night. And they're beautiful. You know? So this has been a great seller. This is also at Tops now. And we do have them on our website, but I would head to Tops. They've got probably more because we are getting really low on them. And then this is our stadium collection piece with the buff. I started this in 2022. I just love it.
Very cute.
So that's kind of the pieces that we have going on right now.
Okay, so Sarah already follows you on Instagram, says you've got a great social media presence. And this is kind of your background. You said you were doing a lot of social media.
Yeah, so I kind of made up my own social media minor when I went to college. Because I knew there was going to be something there. So I graduated in 2013 and I was like, social media is going to be big, and all the professors, no, it's just a fad. And I'm like, I don't think so. So I started doing all my projects on it. And then ever since then, I've always had a really big interest in social media. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what kind of stuff do you share? A lot of apparel things, and I'm guessing a lot of Buffalo stuff.
Yeah. So I just, I love TikTok. We've been growing pretty good on TikTok, and then Instagram has been doing really great, obviously with Tops and everything. It's a lot of clothes, but I just like to do fun Bills content.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ever on TikTok, but Hamilton just did it's a song where they're going back and forth, and Alexander Hamilton's going like sneaking out, and his wife's singing to him, "Come back." So I did that, but I Billsified it, and I put my mustache on. So that video's on TikTok, and people are like, just funny, you know, like life is it's too short to be too serious. So I just want to have fun with my socials.
I feel like you were able to take a passion and make it your business.
Yeah.
What is that like? That's got to be a good feeling.
It's great. I get to every morning I get to wake up and I do something that I love.
Yeah.
You know, like and it's all me. So it's all me all the time. So I love working. I love being busy, but I love what I do, which makes it all so much easier, you know?
Heather's loving the blanket, wondering how much the blanket is.
So the blankets at Tops, if you're a bonus card member, I'm pretty sure they're $49.99 right now. If not, they're on our website. I don't know how many we have left, but they're $55 on our website.
Okay, so go get that deal with your bonus card. We talk all the time. I do a lot of price tracking, so I do a lot of sales things and price tracking for the station. And we talk about the bonus card and the deals that you can get there. Peter said this is like watching QVC and HSN. He's loving it. Connie says she's been following for years. Sarah's also a NU 2013 grad.
Nice.
And Michael says, good stuff for Christmas. Rachel wants to know your Instagram so she can check it out.
It's at by Abigail Lee. That's what my handle is on everything. So if you need some fun Bills content, fun Buffalo football content, that's what we're doing 24/7.
Anita says, you're a quadruple threat. You're beautiful, smart, entrepreneurial, and so creative.
Thanait you, Anita. Oh, that's so sweet. You guys are making my morning.
Yeah. Well, it's the least we can do after making you drive around. It happens.
I'm getting nervous about the leaving now.
No. We promise. You'll easily get on the highway because you already did it. Yeah, no, this is great. These are really, really cute. How much are these? Do you know off the top
We
of your
don't know yet.
Okay.
This was just our first sample.
It's a sneak peek, guys.
And I just love them. I think it'll be a perfect gift.
Yeah.
All these things are easy. They're just eeasy. Bills Mafia is easy to buy for.
Easy to please. Yeah, we love a good,
Now, anything.
You also are talking about making the switch from doing everything yourself to making that manufacturing switch. That's a big thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that, just out of curiosity as a business owner, how has that transition been? And what's the biggest lesson you took away from that?
It's been insane. This partnering with Tops, such a corporation.
That's big.
Being a one-person show for the last 8 years, huge learning experience. Really excited about what's to come. UPCs, guys. I didn't even know what a UPC was, and they're expensive. Like I had to purchase 100. It was like $3,000 just for UPCs. But it's all. I'm so excited because now this is just going to be the next step going forward.
Right.
Everybody has to go through this if they want to get their business to the next level. So I'm excited that I have a great business partner now. I have a great family. Everyone's helping. So that's what I don't know what I'm most excited for. I'm most excited for the next step, but I'm just grateful that I have the help behind me right now because I'd be a lost puppy. I'd be a lost puppy on the side of the road.
It takes a village in so many ways to do stuff like this. And when you're really trying to build a business, that support is so necessary.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So we're looking forward to seeing all this stuff in Top stores.
Yes.
And how many locations again?
So we started on almost 30 last week, and we're pretty much sold out, which has been amazing. So thank you, everybody. And then in the next couple weeks, we'll be launching in 62 stores. So all over Buffalo, Central New York, Rochester, Syracuse, into Pennsylvania. So
good for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited.
We love a great success story. And this is such a Buffalo success story.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I love my hometown.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank
you. We're here because we love you. Grow up here, you love it. The people here are great. The teams here are great. And now we can really get behind them and cheer for them. Like you were saying, they had some rough years. And now every year, this is our year. But we're really starting to feel it this year.
I'm ready. I know. I know it. I know it. Don't anybody yell at me by talking too soon. I know what's happening this year already.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be great.
Kathy says, I'm close to the Tops on Maple Road. Are you there?
Yes, we should be.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Very good. Peter's wondering, did you do something with Cincinnati? Did he ever see you there?
I might have been there before. I've definitely been there before. I've made some pieces here and there for other teams.
There you
over
go.
the years.
Yeah. Connie says congratulations. She's going to see you on Instagram later.
Thanks, Connie.
Anita says thank you so much. This has been great, and this is a good time to be doing this too because now's the time to pick up the last year of the Ralph.
Farewell season.
The farewell season.
I know.
It's hard to believe it.
I can't believe it.
Megan says she's going to be looking at the Olean tops too.
Olean, I'm pretty sure will be coming in the next couple weeks.
All
A lot of people have been asking for Olean too.
Joanne says your products are great. She needs some for her shop. Are you in Niagara County Tops yet?
Yes, we're going to be. I'm pretty sure we're in Niagara Falls on the Boulevard, and we are in Lockport, but I'm 95% sure Lockport is like completely sold out. Lewiston, my hometown, we did just do shopping bags at first, and they called directly and said we want all by Abigail Lee in here. So Lewiston will be jam-packed very soon too.
Nice.
I know.
And you grew up there.
Yeah, that's my hometown baby.
Isn't that
there.
a good feeling?
Yeah, it's just cool, Like I love Lewiston. I'm a Clarence girl now. I just moved from North Tonawanda. I've been all over the place. But Lewiston's like my heartbeat still. I still love it there.
Debbie's wondering about the tops in NT.
Yes, Young Street, Meadow, and there's one more in Niagara Street, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Arcade?
I will check. I think that might be included in the 62. We're going to a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations, Abigail.
Thank you, guys.
We love a great success story. This is fantastic and so much fun. So check your top stores as the next few weeks roll out here.
And I'll be posting about it too. If you follow me on, I have Facebook. Facebook's by Abigail Lee. Instagram's by Abigail Lee. Once we get the full list of everything and we start distributing to everyone, I will be posting it every day. Just so you guys can keep checking if you want to go and stop in your local Tops.
Okay, the last thing I want to ask you before we let you go is what is it about this community, the Buffalo community, the Western New York community, that helped make you so successful?
I wouldn't be doing all this if it wasn't for everyone. Like, I know we are the city of good neighbors, but everyone's supportive. Like I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for a couple of years. It was great down there. But you just don't feel, it's just not the same. It's the people. Right. It's the people who have made me, have gotten me to get in Tops, from their support over, the last 8-9 years of stuff. So I owe everything to, I love Buffalo. I love the city. I do love the weather. I do love the snow. But it's all about the people.
It is. Yeah. It is. We have this great community here.
I know.
Abigail, thank you so much for coming in and for bringing all these different items. John, if you one more time want to just pull up some of the video that you can see the different items that Abigail offers. And check those top stores, everybody, because she's going to be rolling all these things out. Those are super cute.
Fun.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. John's going to take that video full screen. We're going to be able to kind of shuffle our things around. Sorry, we have one more topic we got to talk about. So, no, listen. Okay. Are you going to be okay to get out the door?
Please pray for me. Please.
You let us know when you get back to where you're going. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in.
Guys.
Yeah, this was such a blast.
Yes, go Bills.
And feel free to hang for a couple minutes if you want to. We can totally do that too. Whatever you want. So you guys, look at how cute the blanket is when she's laying it out in that one picture too. That is adorable. So you guys, really enjoy having her on the show this morning. And those are some really cool items. We're always looking for Buffalo stuff here. So we love that. One last topic we want to swing around to, because we don't want to forget, we first started talking about it, is the florist in Williamsville, Mishler, who does Mishler's Florist and writes those thank you notes for people. So that is something that I covered recently. I was telling you, my mother-in-law sends me flowers. I had the baby, right? She got a thank you note from the florist for sending the flowers. So I get the flowers. She gets a thank you note from the florist for sending them. So she saves it for me and brings it to me. And I said to her, you know what? I actually sent flowers last year to somebody from here, and I got a thank you note too. I thought I only got it because somebody knew someone, and he was like, oh, thank you for, say. Well, come to find out, he sends a thank you note to every single new customer who orders flowers from his business. Like, what a thing to do.
I love it.
I do too, because you know what? It stands out to people. So then after I saw that, my mother-in-law gets this one. I go on Facebook and I'm like, okay, let me search thank you note, Mishler's Florist. And people have posted these notes that he has written them. His name is Frank. And he's been writing them for 10 to 15 years. And every new customer gets one. And people are so surprised by them and so appreciative. They posted so many of them online. Mm-hmm. So Mark says he's been around for decades.
Yeah, I mean, normally Katie's stories put me to sleep, but this one was very engaging. My favorite part was when he said, sometimes some things happen that are not his fault. Mm-hmm. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so what he says to me is, he sends a thank you note, and he's like, we've gotten caught once or twice. Not the point of the story, but it was a funny thing. I had to include it. Because he said, we've gotten caught once or twice where I've sent a thank you note to a wife, and it's come to the home. But the flowers went to not the wife, let's just say, wink. And he goes, it's not my fault. I'm just sending the thank you.
It's not. It is not his fault.
Which was so funny.
Just buy your wife flowers.
Paula, so this is what I said too. Handwritten thank you notes, are they becoming a thing of the past? Yeah. I am a huge handwritten thank you note person. I write them for everything. I make a list. I have like baby shower. When the baby was born, people gave us stuff. I tried to get a thing. I know that I missed one or two people because Paul came in the one day and handed me a couple things. And he's like, oh, someone gave these stuff for the baby. I'm like, well, who? He's just like, those first few weeks, you don't know what's going on. And I'm like, Paul, someone's missing a thank you note somewhere.
What do you send thank you notes for, though?
Well, if people gave you a gift, I always send thank you notes if people gave me a gift.
So like birthdays?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything. Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Okay.
but that was a big deal with my mom.
I thought it was just like big events, like weddings.
Weddings, those ones take a long time.
Bridal showers, baby showers.
Yep.
I thought those were like where handwritten notes
I
were for.
personally usually send for birthdays and Christmas and like random things like that. If people give me things, I just do. But that was a big deal with my mom, and I understand it didn't translate as well with my little brother because I just remember her being like, "You're gonna write these thank you notes and you're gonna sit here until they're done."
Sounds like punishment.
But I think it means something to somebody. What do you guys think? Do you write handwritten thank you notes still? Does it mean something to you? Heather says, thank you notes are great. Handwritten notes are the best. Paula says, I've received manufactured, mass-printed thank you notes from weddings and showers. It's a little disappointing. So I've gotten a lot of those lately where people,
I have gotten those.
The picture with the thank you.
Yep.
And I understand the time-saving aspect of it, but I do think that there is something about getting that handwritten note because the person sat down, thought about what you gave them, or thought about having you there or something, and sent it to you and you feel appreciative.
See, I'm going to be honest. I went to a wedding last month and they have those boards that you have the little cutouts that you sign. I didn't do that. I forgot. They mailed me one of the cutouts. Oh. Because they were like, we want you to be part of our forever memory.
That's thoughtful.
Is it? I feel like that's rude.
They wanted to know that you were there. They wanted you to stay
but
part
I
of that
didn't
memory.
realize that I forgot something until they pointed it out. So they put me on the spot and made me feel badly about it. And now I don't know, like, do I just write my name? I don't know what to do with the little cutout heart.
You should write a little message. Like, so glad I
did that in the card, though.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, Joyce says it's all about respect too. Rachel says she still writes them. Julie says thank you notes are so nice. Marguerite says, I used to tell my boys Marguerite. I used to tell my boys they couldn't cash the checks or use the money until their thank you notes were written.
I used to my parents would make me call.
Okay.
My parents were big.
And say
if
thank
grandma gave you money for birthday or Christmas,
call grandma.
You call grandma.
Heather says she thinks it's more for older generations. Mm-hmm. Maureen says weddings are totally electronic. Invites, RSVPs, thank you notes, very different from 30 years ago. Paula, I didn't realize that was important. Yes. You are important, John. Marguerite, I just personally, because I grew up doing it, think that handwritten notes are really important. I kind of love that. Did you watch New Girl?
So funny. Of course. Come on.
Do you remember the episode? Okay, but do you remember the episode where Schmidt's mom, he knew he had money from his bar mitzvah?
Yep.
And he's at this point in the show, he's in his like 25 years old. She wouldn't give him the money from his bar mitzvah until he sat down and wrote the thank you notes.
Loved it.
So now he's trying to remember guests and gifts from like 15 years before then, and write these thank you notes. It is a hilarious episode. But,
so funny.
I mean, that is so a mom thing.
Speaking of moms, your mom says I should have thought of that, Marguerite.
I knew she'd like that. I knew she would have liked that one. You can't cash the check until then. Rachel says, everyone I know still gets one, is so happy when they do. I will tell you who another big thank you note writer is, and I can tell you this because I've known him for years, is Ed Dranch. He writes a handwritten thank you note for everything. Even when he sent me, I am 90% sure, we'd have to check with him. And again, I had like baby fog after I had the baby, but I'm pretty sure even when he sent me flowers, I wrote him a note back because he is a big handwritten note guy. And I think it's important. I know I have a couple thank you notes that he's written me over the years. It means something.
It does.
Yeah.
And I think for a business to do this, you're more likely to go back.
100%.
Because you feel more connected with this florist now.
Yep.
As opposed to you can go anywhere. But now you have that connection, a personalized handwritten note.
Yeah.
Kind of going over everything that you bought, why you bought it, or whatever reason you said, because maybe you bought it for someone that you weren't supposed to. But either way, he's taking that time to remember every single customer.
Absolutely.
That goes such a long way.
And there is, there's a business aspect to that. And I asked him kind of why he decided to start doing it. And he was like, he's like, I took a business seminar and they recommended thanking your customers. And he's like, and I thought that's something I can do.
He said it was more than 300 a year, right? That he writes?
He writes 5 a day. So he writes about more than 1,000 a year. So yeah, he said, I mean, we're averaging about 5 a day, he said. And he was saying about 300 business days in a year. So he was thinking maybe like 1,500, something like that.
I don't think I touch a pen 5 times a day.
And he said, that's the way to do it. He said, don't hold them all up. You just knock them out 5 in a day, and he's got a little list and just goes for it. Yeah. Guys, this was a great second cup. Awesome to have Abigail on and see all the cool stuff she's doing. And nice to talk about, something that leaves your Friday on a happy, light note.
I'm definitely smiling.
Very good. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you back here Monday morning. Have a great weekend.